Hey everyone, HDK here, and here is part 94 of Pokemon Rejuvenation. In the last episode, we helped out Mosley to try to get the vial to help cure Maman. But you know, it turns out that there's only one copy of the vial, and it was to go to Francesca, Nevid's daughter, because you know, surprise, surprise, Francesca is also Maman's daughter. Because, you know, Nevid and Maman was together a long time ago. So, and apparently Isha intercepted us, even though I could have sworn we arrested this dude. And was like, you know, asking Mosley to like, you know, for a period he wasn't the bad guy. He was like, Mosley, you do the right thing. Like, well, not do the right thing, but yeah, kind of. Either if you take the vial, you're gonna get this girl killed, you know? So Mosley gave back the vial, and unfortunately my mom passed away. So yeah. And in the end, you could get a Starly from Mosley. So there's that, but it was just overall very sad. And in this episode, as you can see, you're in front of Sashila Help Center. So yeah, we'll be tackling the Help Center request right now. Huh? I haven't seen you around these parts before. That means you're a foreigner, right? Very interesting. Are you wondering what this place is? Well, I already know what it is. Okay. I bet you were. Of course you were. I'm sure you're familiar with the concept of help centers, right? I mean, we haven't really been in one since Grand Dream City a long time ago. Huh? They're called help plazas? Whatever. This place is the same as that, but we're our own business. I have tasks for you, and you complete them for a reward, yeah? If you're interested, talk to me while I'm behind the counter. Cool. Quest. Legend? Okay, so there's 4. Obviously, I won't be able to get through them all in this part, but let's see what we can do. Legend of the Void. Martin. I'm researching the origins and the mystery behind the Voidal Chasm. I just need someone who is willing to do some investigating, recon, and research with me. Ooh, money and something else. Please meet me at my house in Sashila Village. It's located on the ground floor to the left. Okay, I feel like we encountered him before. To the left. I'm guessing it's this. Oh, it's a widow girl. The Voidal Customs. Ah, you're here to investigate the void with me, yes? Ah, so your name is Murdia then. Good, good. I believe our work will help us understand what its purpose is. Now before we continue, are you familiar with the void? Yeah, unfortunately. Wonderful, then this makes things much easier. I actually want you to see the effects of the void firsthand, so... First thing I'll have you do is visit someone named Hiro in the village. He's a man who was found in the chasm 10 years ago, but it seems like he was roaming the void for more than 30 years. Go visit him and ask him a few questions about his experience and come back. Yo, how you gonna survive that kind of place or any place without food or water or anything like that for 30 years? Wait, did he say where this dude is? Or do I have to just randomly... Oh, I guess okay, so. We do not have an exact date on when the void was formed, but based on research gathered by myself and a couple of my colleagues, we can determine that the void opened up during the calamity, but only a small point of it opened at that point. The bigger crevice we now know today opened during the attack on Alamissa. The cause is unknown at this point, but we're working on it. Functionality. The void is a very dangerous place. I'm sure you've heard that people who fall in don't come out. Well, that's a half-truth. It is possible to crawl out of the void if you fall close enough to the exit. That being said, if you fall too far from the exit, you might find yourself lost in it forever. Before I continue, are you familiar with the concept of a mystery dungeon? So the Royal Chasm is a mystery dungeon. For those of you who haven't played the mystery dungeon games, which you definitely should, when it comes to story, I mean, I played Explorers of Sky, and I am like, I don't know where I am, maybe a third into Gates to Infinity. But when it comes to story, those are the games to play. Those are the Pokemon games to play. So yeah. But basically, mystery dungeons are dungeons that change its layout every single day. So you could go into the same dungeon multiple times and you'll have a different experience every single time. So I'm guessing that's what the Voidal Chasm is. Good to know. The Voidal Chasm is actually a mystery dungeon. At least part of it is. The first 3 floors of the Voidal Chasm are always the same. Oh! But if you go any deeper, you'll enter a labyrinth you cannot escape from. Okay, because I was wondering, because it feels like, okay, people say that the Voidal Chasm is, you know, dangerous, but I mean, I could just walk in and out with no problems. I'm guessing that places I can access are the first 3 floors. I never went any deeper. Lastly, the Voidal Chasm is not only a dungeon, but a parasite. People who find themselves lost in the dungeon sometimes feel some degree of sickness. That's because the area is actively draining your life force. The chasm seems to cling onto living beings so that it can sustain itself. For that reason, if you stay in the area for too long, you lose everything about yourself. It will drain your energy, your personality, your memories, and everything else in between. But it'll never cause someone to die. That's the scary part. In this place, you will not die from old age. You will not die from illness. It'll keep you alive and have you roam for eternity. A fate worse than death, if you ask me. I mean, if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, then there's no need to explain. I'm gonna keep this quiet to myself. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try to mention it next. Maybe I'll probably mention it at a later time. But I don't know. When is a good time, really? Yes. You have a yacht? Can you do me a small favor and use the small port here? Okay. So I guess by talking to him, you can make this. You can sail here to Seychelles. Okay. So you don't have to fly here or use the clay doll or anything. Where is this dude? Oh, this is actually interesting. Our previous village chief Zalos died a few years ago. I don't think I've ever talked to this dude. Ever since that day, his son Damien has taken charge of the village. Because of him and Flora, this place has been 10 times better than what it used to be. We owe both of them our lives. So Flora helped build this place. Oh. And it's kind of weird that he said Damien is taking over, but it just felt like Alexandra has been in charge the entire time, you know? These are shops. What? I don't think I found all the crests, but okay. Cool. Long ago, a king named Eisel. Wait, did they spell his name differently? No, maybe not. I don't know. Eisel. Oh, Eisel. I'll just stick with Eisel. Ruled over the land of the West. During his reign, a great war broke out during the several large kingdoms in the region. Eisel, yeah, they did. He did. I think Dan, you probably, or one of your writers probably misspelled his name in that first part. Eisel refused to take part in the war. He thought it would only result in the unnecessary deaths of his people. However, one day, the Queen of the Ghostlands, Griselda, walked upon his land and asked for help. Griselda knew of Eisel's history with Barufa magic. She pleaded to Eisel, "Please help my army become stronger." While hesitant, Iaiso agreed if it meant that no war would befall his people. He used ancient forbidden magic to infuse the souls of Pokemon into items known as crests. He handed them to Griselda, and she returned to the kingdom of Govora. Unfortunately, the neighboring kingdoms heard of Iaiso's deal with the queen and demanded that he did the same for them. Iaiso did not wish to sacrifice more Pokemon to create the crest the neighboring kingdoms desired, but he had no choice but to do it. All that matters was that he protected his people. After doing the ritual so many times, Iaiso grew weary with guilt. So many Pokemon had lost their lives for the selfishness of humanity. On his last ritual, he lost the will to continue, knowing fully that he could not do it any longer. But dire consequences happen to those who are interrupted or stopped during rituals. Because of this, his soul was merged with that of a Cofagrigus. So that, the Cofagrigus we fought before, when entering his palace, that was him. His castle caved into the ground and created a labyrinth. A labyrinth that would act as a huge coffin for Iaiso to be trapped in for eternity. Many people believe this is the reason why the curse of Zorialan Labyrinth exists. Iaiso wants to be free, but the Garufin curse repels people away. Thank you for listening to me. I wanted to tell that story for so long. As for your real reward, here you go. The Snore crest. This was a crest I found while excavating the labyrinth myself. I've already studied everything I need to know about it, so you can have it. Cool. The music is still playing. Where is this dude? Flora rescued us from that old ruined city and restored the land we live on. If it weren't for her, we'd be suffering still. Where's this dude? Can I help you with something? If not, I'd ask that you leave. Oh, this is Hero. Huh? You're actually here to ask me a few questions? I see. If that's the case, please ask me. You fell into the void? Allegedly. I don't know too much about all that stuff myself, truthfully. All I remember is seeing a black sky and then these things floating around. Actually, one thing I do remember is the long walk I did. I'm not really sure how long I walked, but it seemed endless. After that, things went black and I was found by some of the people of this village. Back for more questions, I see. You don't look like a native. That's because I'm not a native. I was found in the Voidal Chasm about 10 years ago at this point. Jeez. How old are you? I couldn't remember anything. My past, my name, my birthday. So the people of the village gave me a place to stay and a new name. I've been helping this place out ever since. It's a little hot, but I like it here. Any Pokemon? You're asking if I have any Pokemon? No, sorry, I don't really like Pokemon. They're kind of weird and they don't really make any sense, yeah? I mean, I don't hate them or anything. If one wanted me to pet them, I would. But I wouldn't own any. So that's all the questions. Okay. Meridia told Morton everything. I see. Just as I thought, he can't remember anything from his past. But does that mean they're gone for good? Alright, time for your second task. I'm going to need you to go to the Voidal Chasm and try to look for something Hero might have dropped. We found him on the second floor. He was mumbling to himself about something he lost. Maybe if we find something that he owned, he'll remember something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to the Voidal Chasm then. Okay. Maybe I might need a max repel. But it's really interesting, and it's really nice how basically Pokemon Rejuvenation as a whole is kind of based, not like based on, but they kind of do focus a bit on, you know, the Ore games and now Mystery Dungeon with the Shadow Pokemon, and even the quest way in the beginning of the game where about the Kecleon. Ooh, is that something? You know, the whole Kecleon quest is based off of Mystery Dungeon and all that stuff. I think I found something. A toolkit of some kind. There's a name written on the side of it. It looks like the name David. That's it? Okay. I guess we can go back. Mission accomplished? Oh well. Find anything useful? Ah, so you found a toolkit. He does kind of dress like a construction worker, doesn't he? He also has a name scribbled on the side of it. Alright, it's decided. I'm going to head over to Hurio's... I'm going to say Hurio, it's easier. Hurio's house. Meet me there. Hurio. Ooh. Hero, does this look familiar to you? Is this a toolkit? It looks kind of familiar. The name here, Orion Lake, it sounds familiar to me. Could it possibly be a place you used to know? Perhaps your old name? I don't think this was my name. As for it being a place, I'm not sure exactly. I can't put my finger on it, but it's very familiar. But there's nothing beyond that familiarity. I'm sorry. I wish there was a way to find out where this Orion Lake is. Even to visit this place would be helpful. I guess for now, I'll go look at the documented places in our database. Thanks for the help, Meridia. So are we done? Let's meet this guy again, just to doubly make sure, because there wasn't a prompt that said, "Oh, quest completed." Wait, where are you? You said database. What does that mean? So guess what? Apparently. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, down here? I don't know where it is, but apparently you can do that. And I'm like, what? Chief Damien was out looking for his lady Alexandra. It's ever since that girl disappeared. I think that's Alexandra over there. We've raided the strange house south of the village for parts and various other things, but we've pretty much taken everything we really want. Do you want the key to the place? Okay. All you gotta do is find the house that is... The house of my death dreams. That's what they meant. I'm scared. So I guess I'm gonna do that. I don't know, maybe after this quest, because I know if I do it much later on, I will forget. If only there was a way to return to the past and look for Orion Lake, then all this would be... Okay. Have you heard of Crest? They're special items that boost certain Pokemon stats. You can dig them up at the Zorialin Labyrinth. Please don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get Damien into the ruined city without getting put to sleep by that Vileplume. Hi. Welcome, Meridia. How are you doing? We're investigating that strange tower that appeared just moments ago. Like I mentioned before, the material is made out of black shards. I guess this would make sense. Kind of like how Isha just suddenly like not be in jail. I think this is something you could probably do in version 11 and stuff like that, and I've just been putting it off till now. So this is probably the Alexandra that's like before version 12, you know, before the meeting and stuff, but okay. Like I mentioned before, the material's made out of black shards. The interior of the tower seemed to be solid, but there's no way to interact with it from what we've seen. Touching it, attacking it, pushing it, it's all futile. It has no reaction. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually. Cool. Research Center. This is where those who are thirsty for knowledge come to learn. Apparently you make it so not inconspicuous, but like how do you expect us to like actually get here without serve and all that stuff? And let me see if there's like an opposite side. If we have to go back to the past. I pretty much know what to do now, I guess, because there's only one time crystal that we have, and it's in Alexandra's room. I've never been outside of the desert lands. I don't know how the world is outside these islands. Perhaps I really don't want to know. It won't hurt. What's that? You want to get inside a Sandstream cave? Sandstream cave is dangerous for people who aren't experienced trainers. But I suppose you'll do just fine. I'll have someone let you through. Okay, so that's another thing to look at. Sandstream cave. Man, I should probably write these down. Well, actually, let me check out my house right now. Because even though I said that the crystal, the only time crystal we have is in Alexandra's room, I don't know, it's just I get a feeling. Actually, no, let me finish this quest. Let's finish this quest. You know what I kind of just realized? He never even told us why we had to go to the past, you know? I mean, it makes sense the guy was around 30 years, but I don't know. Like, was there really nothing that he could find that was about anything relating to Orion Lake? Why is this so troublesome? Maybe it's just someone in town that probably knows of Orion Lake. I mean, if he is a construction worker, he must have had a team, right? Or maybe we could even talk to him in the past. Wait, what? Gregorian Lake? Oh, the Orion Lake is the first part was scrubbed off. Wait, but how did I get that information? Like, how was I able to piece two and two together? Even the beautiful Gregorian Lake is suffering from this infernal weather. What is going on with this wretched region? I came out to the lake to unwind, but this is becoming even more stressful. I don't know what everyone is getting all fussy about. The weather is awesome. Oh jeez, dude. Nothing else? Let's go. That must be him. Whoa, it's been a while since someone's come to visit us. Yes, David, it's been so long since the bridge was destroyed. So that's him. because his name David was on the box too. Wait, Helena, that's not true. What about those 2 children that visited us? What do you mean? Ah yes, forgive me, my memory betrays me. Huh! Wait, did they say? No, wait, but They have a surfing Pokemon? Their names were Reina and Huey, right? Very nice children. Yo, I wish they had told me about this. They probably did and I don't remember, but... We don't have much, but we do appreciate your time. Please take this postcard of Gregorian Lake as a token of our appreciation. Lake postcard. Don't be a stranger. Huey and Reina had some of my apple cakes. Huey's hunger, it was ravenous. He ate all of it. I'm sorry I don't have a slice for you. Huh. Interesting. So I guess this time we should go back to our time? Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, let's go back to our time. Where did he go now? Did he go back to his house? Fucking fuck. It's like he knew. Oh, I sense Meridia has found something. Let me go back to my house to confuse her further. Oh god. Yo, where are you? You know, let me just show it to this dude. Huh? You have something for me? This postcard. Gregorian Lake. That's the name of that place. Helena. Where did that name come from? Wait, I remember now. I wasn't alone in the chasm. Yo, there's someone left behind. I was with a woman named Helena. We became separated. I have to find her. I have to find Helena. Oh my god. Oh, now you decide to materialize into this game. Oh, please excuse me, Meridia. I was just going to ask Hero a few more questions. Did you not just see him run out? Say, where's Hero? He went off to the Voidal Chasm? If he falls in, there's no guarantee he'll make it out this time. Meridia, I know it's very dangerous, but you have to go stop him. I'll be waiting in the study for your return. Be safe. Oh my god. Oh my god. So does this mean we're gonna go deeper into the chasm? Gee, I wonder. So, I mean, you know, taking into consideration everything about this, like this area in general, the whole Zori Island Desert, Almissa Urban, Hiyoshi City with all these people petrified, yeah, Zone Zero and stuff like that. I'm guessing the Voidal Chasm might be Gregorian Lake. You know? Like, I don't know, maybe something happened like during the calamity and the lake just swallowed up, just opened up and swallowed them up, and they became the Voidal Chasms. But it's like, why did it become the Voidal Chasm? Like, why did it became like a place that's just a mystery dungeon even? But then again, if I remember correctly, I think in the mystery dungeon games they say, at least in the Explorer's game, that they were saying, oh, mystery dungeons they just suddenly began cropping up, and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, where is he? Oh no. Well, not oh no, but like, Oh. You're mine! I thought this would be the same Absol that we see happening here and there. Like, you know, cropping up here and there to like warn us that something bad's gonna happen. But I guess not. I'm catching you anyways. Mine! No! Yes. You okay, dude? That darn asshole attacked me the moment I walked into this place. All I want to do is find my wife, Helena. Yes, that's right. I remembered her. If I go deeper into the void, I may forget her again. I may become prey to the void itself once again. I don't know what to do. I need your opinion. It's a good thing I saved. I want to help her too. Since she can't die, she must be there. Go deeper into the void. So you think I should look for my wife too? I'm glad you and I think alike. I don't know if I could live in Seychelles with the memories I have. Sooner or later, I'd find myself here anyway. There's no point in waiting. Thank you, Meridia. Tell Martin I'm sorry. Oh, and there's one last thing I want you to tell Martin. There's something I remembered while on my way here. My wife, she was pregnant before we fell into the void. While we were lost, she gave birth to our wonderful son. We named him... Oh my god! Oh my god! We named him after the beautiful lake we lived at. We continued for his sake. He was our hope. Because we knew that one day we will return to the world above and give our son the life we wanted him to have. But I can't remember what happened to all three of us. Did we lose our minds and wander away from each other? I cannot say. But what I can say is that I'm not giving up. I'm going to find my family. Oh no. Gregorian Lake? Gregory? That's Gira! Gregory was Gira's real name. So what happened? Did Madam X pull him out of the void? It could be that she pulled him... Well, either she went through some time travel thing and pulled him out of the void beforehand. Or something like that. Well, not beforehand, but early enough. Or maybe she was right there when it happened. And managed to get the child. And that... Yo... It probably is some time travel shenanigans. But Gira's still relatively young, you know? Oh my god! I'm sorry, Martin, but... I don't know. Maybe it's like borderline torture and something really bad. But if they can't die, then it's like I don't see what the harm is, but you know, like they could still, I don't know. But I still feel like it's a mystery dungeon though. But I mean, I think because it could suck the life out of you, it could be pretty difficult. But it's like, if it's a mystery dungeon, then it has to have a way out, because obviously in the entire game of mystery dungeon, you could always find your way out, you know? And here's another thing about mystery dungeons. If you faint in a mystery dungeon, like you ran out of energy, or you got so hungry that you can't go on, you will actually get booted out of the mystery dungeon. Like the mystery dungeon itself, apparently according to them, how they phrase it, it will boot you out itself. But I guess the Voidal Chasm doesn't do that. Maybe because you can't die or feel illness. Maybe that's why. Because of that, you know, it can't boot you out. Maybe that's why it's so... Oh, jeez. Is he back in the research place? Oh my god. I mean, it's like, I know what we're doing is highly immoral, but at the same time, it's like... Yeah, I agree with him. Like, if it was me personally, if I really cared about something, they fell into the void, I lost memories of them, and then it's like I remember them back, and it's like, yeah, I wouldn't just, you know, go back to Sashilla and pretend everything's okay. Yeah, you're here. So, Hiro's gone. I wish I didn't push him to this point. I've gotten too deep into my research that I didn't consider how it might have impacted his mental state. I mean, the fact that he wandered throughout the whole Voidal Chasm for 30 years and he was still able to recover, and it's been 10 years since. I mean, who knows how much he recovered from since then, but I mean, not to be that person, but since he went back, like, I feel like as long as we're around, us the main character, I feel like he'll make it back fine. I don't know. That is some weird optimism, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like he would have a chance of coming back. But that's neither here or there. You've done your job and I'm grateful. That's a very informal I'm. Thank you so much for your help, Meridia. Oh my gosh. Wait, have I talked to you? Okay, wait. Wow, that is so messed up. And I'm guessing this will take up a lot of the episode. I can't really tell because, you know, all the times I've been wandering. But as soon as I get my reward, though, I am going straight to that place, to the house down south. Reward. Absolite. And we just got an Absol too. Problem is, I don't have my Mega Ring because, you know, just a reminder to everyone, Karen is dead. And so is Karina. So, alright, let's go south and visit the house. Like, I don't know how long this video is going to be. And honestly, at this point, I kind of don't care. Because, one, I can't keep track. And two, I don't really want to mess up the flow of certain videos. So, let's check out this house. Honestly, I am very nervous to see what I'm gonna find there. Just, they say they looted the place and got everything they wanted. But first of all, what were the things that they wanted? And what has been left behind? Oh my god, I I'm so nervous. The key snapped in half. Perhaps someone can fix it? Really? Who can fix the key? Well, I'm ending the episode here. Oh my god. Jeez. Alright. That was so anticlimactic. Also, how are we going to find a person that will fix the key? I don't know. Maybe I'll just find that person randomly. So, next time on Pokemon Rejuvenation, we're just going to continue with the Sashilla quest. And, I don't know. For all we know, maybe we can't even fix the key in this version. So, yeah. See you guys then.